Hey guys, welcome to another video, and I think this is the most important video because our lead supporting actor Om is back on this channel. So in this video we will be talking about how he got tier 2 visa. It will be a very inspiring and a success story, his success story. And I would like to inform you guys that if you have missed the first and second video, please watch those videos first so that you understand his background. Where is he coming from, his experience, his course, his education, his journey so far has been described in videos 1 and 2, and it is very important that you watch those videos first before watching this video further. So without wasting time, let's directly jump into the interesting conversation with Om. Hi Om, first of all congratulations, visa मिल गया. कैसा लग रहा है? How are you feeling? Tier 2 मिल गया without taking PSW. कैसा लग रहा है?
It is a bit relaxing actually, because there is no hassle now that I need to change to another visa or need to worry about anything like I'll have to go back or like that. So it's a bit relaxing.
So you're relaxed for 5 years at least now?
Yeah, that's
Nice.
5 years.
लटकती तलवार चली गई, which
Yeah,
most of the
exactly.
students struggle to get tier 2 after education.
Definitely.
So how was it? In the last video we spoke about your work experience at the accounting firm. So your journey till that point has been discussed. So we will continue after that. So after your graduation, you were still working full time at the accounting firm.
Yes.
So tell us about it. After that, what happened? How did you manage to get tier 2? Did you try anywhere else? Tell the viewers about it.
If I start from, just after my studies, then
Yeah.
it is very straightforward that I asked my employer that I have to go to some other place to find another job, because I really have that good terms with my employer. So when I had this conversation with him, he said, don't go, whatever you need, I'm happy to do that. So
So you had that rapport with your employer. So continuing on, tell us about your journey after graduation. How were you able to get tier 2 without PSW, or how did it happen?
So I recently graduated in March and it's May. So I had this conversation with my employer that I am going to look for another job, because I am in this firm from past 2 years. So there are multiple options in the market for a person who have really good experience. So I thought I should try into market and let's see what I can get. So I started looking for few jobs and I started getting rejections as well after that 2 years experience. So I was surprised like what people else are looking for. I have experience, I know how to do the stuff, I know how to work in the place. So I thought there is something lack. So I asked, it's very fair interviews in UK. They will let you know the feedback on the spot.
Yes.
So they clearly said that we need a person who don't bother us financially. So if they hire me, they have to pay to agencies, plus they have to pay for my
Visa.
sponsorship visa. So that's the place where I was lacking, and I get to know that I need to find someone who can bear this much finance on me. Everyone want a good employee who can manage things. So then I realized it is not that easy.
Yes.
That everyone tell it that you have experience, then you can do anything what you want. So then I started looking directly to the company so that they don't need to bear that agency's fees.
Extra cost, yeah.
Yeah,
So you directly
agency's
started
fees.
applying.
Those agency's fees are really, it's not 1 or 2,000. It is really.
It is 3,600. They paid 3,600 for me. I know.
So there are like people charge 8,000, 5,000. So this is a lot of money, and
yes.
people are happy to bear because it's a normal expense if you hire an experienced employee. But on the top of that, then they need to pay my
Visa
fee and everything.
A lot of fees are involved while an
Yeah.
employer is sponsoring you.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I understand that moment that it is not going to be that easy that I was thinking that once I get the experience and I will get. So
Okay.
what I did, I straight away apply to the companies directly so that they don't need to pay to agencies. So I was getting responses, but then people is scared so easily, the employers. they thought like I need to sponsor them. There are lots of documentation,
So
hiring
nobody wants to
lawyer,
take that hassle.
yeah, hiring lawyer and then pay for the visa things and all. We'll go to agencies. They will find us someone else,
Someone local who
similar to
doesn't-
that. Yeah. So those things. So that was also really difficult. So I found one or two people who were ready to give me job, and they are okay with the sponsorship as well. But I didn't like the place, to be very honest.
Okay.
And plus, you know, when people are hiring you with your visa, they try to take advantages in UK. Trust me,
This is a very common phenomenon,
yeah.
especially happens with Asian employers.
Yes, that's a big thing. They think like I'm hiring this guy and
He owns your ass for 5 years. That is
yeah,
what
I will utilize this guy and I will treat him like slave.
Yes,
So I
that is
get
very
that
common.
vibe from those employers, and I straight away rejected those offer. I don't want that hassle or any kind of those stuff in my life. I don't want to into depression. I know that's a really very difficult for. I've seen people. So
No, I'm dealing with a few of them, and I know their story, and they are treated very badly. They are working 18 hours a day sometimes.
Yeah. So
Just because their employer has sponsored him, they try to take advantage, and instead of employing them, they start exploiting them. And there is a very thin line difference between employment and exploitment.
exactly. So it is not really that straight away and that easy. You will be very lucky if you get a good place to work. Plus, they are sponsoring you, and they are
Paying you well.
paying
also.
you well as well. Yeah, and so many things are there. So it's not really that easy.
So I would consider myself lucky because my workplace is excellent. Pay, okay, I might not be earning so much, but yes, the workplace is very good. It's excellent. I did not have to pay anything for visa sponsorship, so that is also excellent. No PSW direct sponsorship, so that worked out in my favor. So it ticks 2 boxes out of 3, so I think it's good. How about you? Your experience, as in, does it pay good? Is it a very good workplace? And what about your sponsorship? Did you have to pay, or would the employer be paying for all of it?
So that's a very good question actually. So when I was applying to these places, and I was struggling with those people to handle and
interviews
and everything. It is not that easy. So
I
I asked my employer straight away.
I mean, I asked
already. We had the conversation
that
he was always asking me that what's your future plan, what are you gonna do,
and
I told him that
to be very honest,
I will
let's see
go with the flow. I don't know. So
and
behind my head it was running like I will try to market, and I will get to know my value, and then I will look for the sponsorship and everything from the same place.
Yes.
So the place I'm working, it's really nice, and apart from that work from home thing,
It's excellent sometimes.
yeah, everything else is really nice. Learning is awesome, and the pay, I mean that we told you earlier that they try to exploit and things.
That is not happening.
But my employer is really that good. He promoted me, and there are few employees working with me. So I am the person who have the most experience. So I will say not manager, but yeah, I instruct them. So
like a supervisor.
Supervisor. So the place is really good to work. Happy environment.
So no red flags.
Pay is really good, and apart from that, he treat me like not employee, like partner. Though I'm a partner, he consider my advice as well. So the place is really nice.
So you're lucky. You are very, very, very lucky. I would not say lucky, but yes, you have worked very hard. I know. I have been following you for a long time. You have worked
that's
very
it.
hard. I have seen you work at night, 8 o'clock also. Work from home
More than
sometimes. Yes, I've seen. It was tough to. He has been sponsored for last few months now, 2 months at least. And it's only this weekend that I have been able to get some time. It was tough to get him. You know, he's working on weekends also sometimes. So I know how hard he is working. So now that you're sponsored, has your life changed anything work-wise and other ways? Has it changed? Are things same before sponsorship and after sponsorship?
That's a really interesting question. Apart from employer, no one asked me that. So yeah, that's changed a bit. and the reason is when when you're graduated and you have tier 2 in hand, so it's a fix that you have option to settle here or to go back. So I'm relaxed now. I don't need to. Stress is over. So the after sponsorship life is like relax. You can buy a house, you can buy a car, you can enjoy. You can
think in direction of settlement.
Settlement, yeah. You can enjoy your whole salary. Don't need to think about to save everything and for
In
the
case you
visa.
have to go back. Yes.
Go back or this that. So you can enjoy. Like now, I'm frequently meeting Kein.
Yes.
Most of like in 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Before it was really hard. It was struggling.
You're busy
part.
applying for jobs, looking out in the market and everything else. Yes.
So those things are over now.
Glad. That is very nice.
Yeah.
So I have seen a lot of accounting and finance students, freshers and experienced, everyone who has skills, who doesn't have experience, all kinds of people, but all of them, 99% of them that I know are struggling to find a job, not sponsored job, but a normal accountancy job. Why is it like that, and why do you think the situation is like that? Let's not talk about freshers because I don't really recommend them to come here, and if they are here, then sorry, God bless you and good luck to you guys. So we'll skip the freshers, students and all that, but let's talk about people who are experienced, who have some skills, who know what Sage or Zero is. So why do you think they are not getting jobs, and what would you recommend them? Do you have any such experience of dealing with such kind of students?
I have, to be honest, I have those experience. So let's start with experienced people we're talking about. So see, in UK, the work culture and the work environment and this thing that we do in accounting in UK, it's totally different. People who came from India, from Nigeria or some other place, they have experience in their country, or might be they are working for multinational companies where they work for US, maybe to UK. But in multinational companies, the big company have big clients, and that's a part. You don't have whole experience, whole cycle experience. So I know people who have 5 years, 10 years, but they are what we use that.
They don't have wholesome experience. They only do
domain knowledge.
Domain knowledge. Yes.
Yeah. So they don't have domain knowledge, and I was also like that.
Like them. Yeah.
3-4 years back. They have experience with either I was in a loan and syndication, so I had loan and syndication only. And if I come here and I try to find loan and syndication, I will not get that. Definitely, there are some companies who have this loan and syndication, but the option is very limited. And to go there and to find that loan and syndication job, there are already like 200 people behind me. All are maybe British, settled, and those jobs, they will prefer to people who are already settled, and because I mean they can teach 2-3 months, 6-month training, and they will be expert like me. Like I have 5 or 10 years experience. They will be as good as
sponsor them or anything.
Yeah, so that's also thing. So people who come from India, they don't have basic that domain knowledge. Okay, let's suppose they have knowledge of finance. They have done proper whole cycle finance, but they haven't done for the UK. They are doing
US.
So they are doing for either US or some other country, or for UK or for India. So let's suppose there is one guy who is working in accounting firm in India for past 5 years, and
he has Indian experience.
Yeah, he have Indian experience, and he came here with that experience. There are possibilities for that guy. He can find that job. Maybe he will get because he know how to. I'm talking about in general this accounting
common
firm,
things. Yeah,
accounting firm, but in general, let's suppose if anyone working in accounting firm, he know how to manage that finance, how to do the company's account, how to do this return things, how to do bookkeepings, and how to manage accounts, management accounts, and the finance analysis reports and everything. So people are very expert in India in Excel and these things.
Yes.
There are jobs, but very limited, very limited. Plus the applicants are too much, competition is too high. So that's the reason why so many people are not getting job. And I think to get that job, see, if you come here as a student, maybe you will not get the job. Just you are here for 3 years, I'm here for almost 2.5 years.
Yeah.
Let's suppose you are an employer, you want to hire someone and he's a student. Do you hire him?
I will not hire him if he has no experience or skills. If he has experience, then obviously I will look at his visa status and everything. He should not be a burden to me, like I have to sponsor him or anything.
That's the thing.
So
You don't want any burden on you.
Yes. So employers don't like that.
Definitely. I mean, they are ready to hire a part-timer,
Hmm.
but a part-timer come and he's struggling to do the stuff. Then why do they bother? So
Yes.
to get that experience, you have to start from somewhere, at least somewhere, and that's a key skill. Skills is very important, and everyone talk about a skill. What skill
What
do you need?
exactly? What skills
What
are we
skill do
talking
you
about?
need? If you are accounting finance student, I mean, you know how street smart people is.
Jugadu.
Jugadu, street smart people. So if you're coming for a finance and you want skills, don't listen anyone. Don't listen anyone. Be street smart. Go to the job sites that are in UK. Explore everywhere what they are.
Asking
They
for.
need. Yeah, they are asking what they need actually. They need a person who can do their accounts payable, who can do their accounts receivable, or who can do their accounts, or
VAT
who
returns.
can do their management accounts or financial reports. Just go to that job site, try to search your interest, and when you get to know this is the interest area that I am looking for, try to get the skill to do that job.
Yes.
Once you start learning, once you are into that shoes, and you know how to do that. Maybe I know that it is very difficult to learn on the YouTube and do it in the practical field, but you have to start somewhere.
You have to show interest
Yeah.
and take the first step, and then it will follow.
Definitely. Maybe you will not get job, but at least you are one step ahead from everyone,
Yes.
and that's a plus point. People wants everything like success, job,
But they're not
tier
ready to
2,
do
but
anything.
they're not ready to invest themselves into it.
Yes.
They come here, they work hard so much, or in some other places, or
Delivery jobs, warehouse
delivery
and
jobs,
everything,
or anywhere else. Like people do wrong things as well, like cash jobs, which is very wrong. You come here, you work so much, you try to pay off the loans and everything. Where is the time to learn all those things that we are talking about?
And guys, most of you are watching this video are in the age range of 23 to 27, maybe 28, or even younger or older, plus or minus 2 years. And जरूरी नहीं है कि तुम्हारे स्टूडेंट लोन जो है वो इसी साल कंप्लीट कर देनी है, एक ही साल में सब भर देना है. इट इज नॉट रिक्वायर्ड, ऐसा नहीं है. सो इफ यू बर्डन योरसेल्फ विद दैट स्टूडेंट लोन वाला प्रेशर, you have to pay that 30-40,000 installment in this year and I have to finish off the loan, pay off the loan. ऐसा नहीं चलता है. You are spoiling your future just because you think. अचानक से रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी का जो भूत आ जाता है, मेच्योरिटी आ जाती है कि भाई मुझे पापा के पैसे लौटाने हैं या बैंक लोन भरना है इन दिस ईयर इटसेल्फ. ऐसा नहीं है. विल आई बी एबल टू पे द फीस? तो बैंक लोन लिया है तो बैंक तुम्हें लोन लॉन्ग टाइम के लिए दे रहा है, तुम इंटरेस्ट पे करो, बट इन्वेस्ट इन योरसेल्फ एंड स्टडी हार्ड. असाइनमेंट्स बाहर दे के कोई कुछ नहीं होने वाला है तुम्हारा. सो इन्वेस्ट योरसेल्फ, डू रीडिंग, हैव सम एक्स्ट्रा नॉलेज एंड एक्सपीरियंस. तो तुम इंडिया से लेकर आ रहे हो, स्किल्स तुम यूट्यूब या लिंक्डइन लर्निंग या कोर्सेज से सीख सकते हो, बट जो एडिशनल नॉलेज है वो रीडिंग करके ही आएगा. मैकडी में फ्राइज तल के या बर्गर स्लिप करके नहीं आने वाला है, ना ही किसी कैरोम में किसी की धोखे या फिर वेयर हाउस में कुछ सामान उठा के आने वाला है. I am sorry about my language, but this is the hard reality that you guys need to understand, that in order to get the job you have to invest in yourself. And I don't mean financially because वो पैसे तुम भर के आ चुके हो इधर. I mean in education wise, invest time in yourself, educate yourself, and small steps, very very small steps in the right direction will lead you to tier 2. This is what has worked completely excellently well for me, for Om, for Neha in other previous video, and all the other tier 2 sponsored guys that I know, कि उन लोगों ने बहुत मेहनत की है. मुझे कल सुबह फोन आएगा, यार केन तू तो बहुत लकी है, यार ओम तो बहुत लकी है, बिकॉज पीपल सी दीज वीडियोज कि हाँ हम स्पॉन्सर हो गए, अच्छी बात है, बट नन ऑफ यू हैव सीन हाउ हार्ड वी हैव वर्क, क्या स्ट्रगल रही है हमारी. सो दैट इज व्हाट वी आर ट्राइंग टू टेल यू गाइज कि भाई पढ़ाई करो, डिलीवरी जॉब छोड़ो, 20 घंटे दिए हैं, कुछ सोच के ही गवर्नमेंट ने दिए हैं, तो वीकली 20 आवर्स इज इनफ, काम कर लो, जरूरी नहीं है फीस अभी भरना. Okay, that's enough of my rant. Now let's get back to home.
That's actually very important thing that we have to
Educate
discuss.
themselves.
Yeah,
you know,
educate these people. I mean, they come here, they work so hard, and they stop learning other things. Trust me, that time when you are a student, I think if you can manage, or you think I will work so much and I will pay my loans. Everyone came with a loan. I know that. Everyone came with a loan and they have to pay something. Just be smart. Or I mean, what I mean by that, be smart is don't pay too much. Work only that much that you can handle. For other activities, you will have a spare time for other activities like learning yourself or doing things. So if you think like you will work so much and you will learn other, then sleep 2 hours. Don't sleep much. 2 hours, then you will be that person that you will pay loan and you will be learning everything and those things. So it will not work like that. So, and I mean, our conversation came so far from that people who are with experience in
people
UK.
with experience, yes.
So,
उनको भी job नहीं मिल रही है, the situation is
yeah,
tough.
I know it's very competitive now. So many people came, and everyone started looking for full-time job for accountancy. So every employer getting like 1,000, not 1,000 so much,
hundreds of applications for one simple
yeah.
job. Yes.
So that's a story now. So
That is
how you
also-
get the job? That's the
Also,
thing.
in a news article, I have read that 70% of UK accounting things are done or outsourced to Indian firms. A lot of big
Yeah.
companies are taking over jobs from India because it's obviously easier to employ people in India and cost benefits. So I think that also will have impact of jobs over here, because small or big or even medium-sized accountancy firms will outsource their jobs to back in India. So there will not be enough jobs over here. Do you think I am talking? Am I making sense?
Definitely you are making sense, because that happened near to my place as well, and I know few firms and few person who outsource their work in India. So that's the one part, but it's not only about accounting firm. There are other places as well. See, like companies and companies or other organizations, they cannot outsource, so
Yes.
they need people, and
True.
there are really lots of job. People need experienced people who can manage things. So, but that's a thin line why
Yes.
they don't want other person like Indians or other people who don't have visa status.
So while searching for jobs, I think one mistake that students make is look only for accountancy firms. But I'm sure like my company has 5 accountants, doing different things. So all the companies or most of the companies will have internal accountants whose jobs are not outsourced to India. So if a person gets a job in a small different company with account related job, like in my company, mine is a distribution company, but there are 5 different accountants doing different things. So does that help, or is it a good way to search for jobs, or should the student only look for accountancy firms?
No, accountancy firm. I was lucky that I get an job in accountancy firm, but it is not that straight away.
Yes.
So definitely there are so many companies in UK, they cannot outsource. They need people in house. So that's a key thing. I mean, people say so many times that they are applying for jobs, and I've heard so many other people as well that you should apply 100 job in a day, then maybe you will get one job, 2 job. That's actually true. But and when I had conversation with the students, some of I know some of the students, so they say, yeah, I've applied.
But
Really,
nobody is calling
but
me back. There's no reply.
I get irritated. Why? I mean, why you lying to us? Be honest with yourself at least.
Yes.
So people say they are really applying for hundreds of jobs, but they are not.
They're not.
They are not.
I
They
got
are not.
so many of them. I told them, show me your Indeed profiles
Yeah.
or LinkedIn profile, and
There is
no job.
hardly like
5 jobs.
400 or 100 job or 200 job in total. But you cannot look like that. There's
No,
no
it's-
option indeed. But yeah, they
You
don't
don't see how
search
many
much.
jobs. Yeah, they don't apply so much. They're
so
not.
there's a one key thing. there are jobs in so many companies, organization, big, small, medium
All
size,
kinds, yes.
all kind of firms or organizations and charity trusts, and they all need
Everywhere,
accountant.
yes.
In UK, everyone need accountant. So what they do, they try to hire either in-house or they outsource this kind of stuff. So what do? You apply for so many jobs as much as possible. I know it is really hard. No one get straight away that calls that please we want you to hire. No. You have to apply literally to so many places,
Yes.
and maybe after a month you started getting few calls that we really looking for someone. So once you do that trick and
You start getting calls,
yeah,
first
start
interview.
getting calls, and so there are round HR and then main with the manager and
Technical
everything.
rounds.
So you have to go through that phase as well. So that is not easy. People after 1-2 rejections,
They give up.
people give up easily. They think like, no, they are not hiring me, and it is very difficult. No one wants us. So this is not good.
Rejection की आदत डाल दो, because
Yeah.
if you are depressed with 1 or 2 rejections, then life is not for you over here. I think it's very, very difficult.
1-2 rejection is very normal.
Normal. मुझे
Yeah.
हजार आए थे rejections.
1-2 rejection is nothing. So there are like rejection in every job. If you're applying 100 jobs, then you're getting 70 rejections every day. So
वो normal है.
70 rejection, I know it is very frustrating after a month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months that you are getting only rejections.
But
But
don't give
trust
up.
me, you need only one job, not the entire job.
हाँ वही तो.
So might be there is someone in whole UK who really wants to hire you.
एक बंदा तो तुम्हें job दे ही देगा if you have the
Yeah.
right skill set and experience.
So keep applying. That's the key thing. Keep applying. And there are 100 of websites everyone talk about. So go everywhere, apply from everywhere. Maybe you will get it. And I really hope everyone who are struggling will get the
Will
job.
get the job, yes.
Yeah, because everyone deserve literally good place.
So job मिल गया, उसके बाद sponsorship कैसे approach करना चाहिए? What do you think? I got a job in an accountancy firm, for example, but the owner does not have the sponsorship license, or he is not willing to sponsor you. या बात ही नहीं हुई है उस बारे में. So should you approach him and ask him कि भाई sponsorship चाहिए? Should you tell him at the interview stage? पहले ही राउंड में बता दो, तो वो रिजेक्ट ही कर देगा most of the cases में. So coming to the most important question, burning question, how to get a sponsorship job? Normal job मिल गई, उसके बाद sponsorship job. Are there any different things? How to get a sponsorship job?
So that's there are few ways you can get this sponsorship job. Either you go a good company and they are ready to sponsor you, or you ask your employer. But the thing is, why they sponsor you? There are already so many people who have. So you have to create that image, your reputation into your organization. I literally worked so hard in my accounting firm, and I learn. So to learn that, I work in the weekend someday or without pay, those things. So
Show extra effort.
yeah, that extra effort plus. So once you do that, that will I mean
The
give you a
employer
plus
notices
point.
your
Yeah,
effort.
notices your things and
Hard work, yeah.
hard work and everything. So if you're that good, definitely people wants to hire you. So hire you and give you a sponsorship and everything. So that's the one thing.
Yes.
Be in the job, be good employee, and
Be irreplaceable.
yeah, be irreplaceable.
Irreplaceable. Chat GPT भी तुम्हें replace नहीं कर सकता. Accountants को तो at least.
Yeah, be irreplaceable. So that's the one thing. Or else just find a good place where there are so many people. I mean, company is really good, big, and they don't have to worry about this sponsorship and things. So they want you and they just sponsor you. That's it.
I think top 4 easily sponsor करता है, but
Yeah.
getting a job in top 4 like companies like EY or PwC or any other,
There are so many big
companies.
companies.
they do sponsor at high levels,
yeah,
but
Mazar and
entry
Yeah.
उसमें करना बहुत ही
and
मुश्किल है.
everything. There are so many big companies. They are ready to sponsor. Once they hire you, they don't bother that sponsorship and thing. But to get into those companies, it is difficult. But I've seen people get job there as
Yes.
well. So things are not that easy, but it is if you work really.
You
good
need to
and work
invest,
smart.
as we said earlier also, you need to invest time in yourself and to make yourself more employable. How will you do that? Is invest time in yourself, read up, apply more jobs, and reverse engineering karo. What skills you require? Go to the job board, job sites, read the job description. Apply नहीं करने को बोल रहे, but at least read the job description and see what skills are required, and work on those skills and use those keywords in your CV and then apply.
Yeah.
तो
So
easy पड़ता है थोड़ा. So I think काफी knowledge sharing हो गया है, and we should end this video now. I think we have covered everything so far. So like always, we end our video with tips and tricks, but I think this time we will end with do's and don'ts. 3 do's and 3 don'ts for an international student coming to the UK. So let's start with 3 do's. In your opinion, what are the top 3 do's for a student?
skills, applications, quantity applications, and groom yourself. Invest time in you. So that's
So those are the top 3 do's, guys. If you're coming here, have some skills and develop those skills. Second is invest time in yourself. पढ़ाई करो खुद. Assignments बनाओ खुद. Dissertation करो खुद.
yeah.
Second, and तीसरा most important is quality and quantity of applications. Job apply करते रहो जब तक नहीं मिल रही है. You need only one job, but 1000 applications लगती है sometimes. तो job applications करते रहो, quality and quantity both. ठीक है? Let's talk about don'ts. What a student should not do while he is here.
Okay.
सबसे पहला don't क्या होगा?
So might be it is funny, but it's really important that don't watch too much Netflix and Reels. I mean, why I'm saying this? I mean, I know people who are working in India, or maybe now everyone have that addiction, watching Reels,
and
too much Netflix and everything. I mean, that is important when you want to relax yourself and fresh mind.
एक set timetable होना चाहिए.
Exactly. So
That you do
don't
not-
watch too much. Instead of that, just groom yourself. Go outside, see things.
Network.
Networking. Do networking.
Yes.
And
So don't waste so much time on Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts or Netflix. But मेरा वीडियो पूरा जरूर देखना. क्योंकि it's educational. That is why. So what is the second thing?
Knowledge. So second thing is once you come here, don't look for too much work, that part time and things. I mean, that is important for your survival. You need it. But working too much, or you know, when you're a student and your summer vacation or any other vacation came, people started, I will work full time. I will just work
40 hours as allowed, and then ऊपर से और भी करते हैं
और भी करेंगे ये वो फलाना वो. Don't do that. Try to learn in that time. Maybe courses, maybe meet new people, go to some other classes, join gym, go to clubs. Club means activity, social clubs. So
Bar and beyond या कहीं चले.
yeah, so those things, do those activities, because you know, when you do these things, you are actually doing some extra effort being in the UK and
Yes.
yeah, grooming yourself, those things.
Life in UK test में काम आएगा ये सब.
Exactly.
Improve your English. Talk to British people and improve your English also. I think that will also help you.
So those things, and there is
So
one.
don't overwork yourself. He simply means to say that
Yeah.
20 घंटे allowed है, उतना ही करो, ज़्यादा काम करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. Survival हो जाता है manage if you are smart.
Yeah, I've seen people who don't work 20 hours, maybe 15, 14, 16, and
Still they're able to manage.
yeah, still they manage, because I told you there are street smart people.
हाँ.
They come and they apply for the jobs where pay are really good, so they don't work like 20 hours or much, but still they are managing.
Able to
their-
manage.
Yeah, that things. Third point is don't get disheartened. Rejections.
So job when you are applying for 100, उसमें से 40 लोग तो आपको मैं रिप्लाई भी नहीं करेंगे. 20 रिजेक्शंस तो एक्सपेक्ट कर ही लो. बाकी तुम्हारा ATS में ही बाकी जो 20 या 30 एप्लीकेशंस है विल बी स्कैन्ड थ्रू इन ATS स्टेज इटसेल्फ. तो मुश्किल से 1-2 कॉल्स आएंगे, बट डोंट बी अफ्रेड ऑफ दोज 20-30 रिजेक्शंस, 40 रिजेक्शंस, बिकॉज ऑल यू नीड इज जस्ट वन जॉब, बट इट विल टेक अ लॉट ऑफ एप्लीकेशंस. सो डोंट गेट डिसहार्टन्ड एंड डिप्रेशन में मत आ जाओ कि भाई जॉब ही नहीं मिल रही है, and as a result you stop applying, because that is not the right way to do it. Always have confidence in yourself and apply for jobs in the right way and continue in the right direction, because your end goal is getting a job and then tier 2 sponsorship. मिल जाएगा वो, अगर right skill set and experience है तो मिल जाएगा, कोई नहीं रोक पाएगा।
Yeah, and I want to add one thing, just came in my head. You know, just think before coming UK. I've seen so many people who are literally well settled in India.
हाँ.
They are earning good, they have good environment, and so if you are coming UK, you should think before. For example, if you are literally earning very well there, and when you come here, you have to start from scratch.
Yes.
And to start from that scratch, maybe you will not get that much money. Let's suppose if you are earning a lakh in India, so to reach to that level here in UK, it really need time, maybe 5 years, and you are already settled there. So might be it will be super struggling for you, and
You might not be doing things in
Yeah.
India, but you will have to do a lot of things here yourself.
because of that thing, I've seen people in depression. And that is also not good. You came here with a lot of money, you invested in your education and coming UK, and you are in depression, so that is also not good. Think before, compare everything. People say, oh, you are living in UK, बहुत कमा रहा है, बहुत कमा रहा है भाई, पर ऐसा है नहीं.
ऐसा है नहीं.
Because you are earning a lakh in India and you are saving 40-50,000, and you are in UK and you are earning 3 lakh and you are saving only
Hardly
30,000. Yeah, hardly anything, because living expenses, tax.
1 lakh तो मैं भाड़ा दे रहा हूँ ये घर का.
So yeah, it is not that easy.
Yes.
Expenses are, it's very expensive. Very expensive. Rent, your
Tax.
food, taxes, yeah, taxes, second
बिल पे
thing.
लगती है टैक्स पे.
Exactly. So that's the one thing. I mean, it's not that easy, and to reach that level that you are saving half of your salary, you need at least 5-6 years to get that job. Maybe you will get. Maybe,
Future is
but
bright, but do consider your life in India and then weigh pros and cons and then think कि भाई आना worth है या नहीं.
yeah.
So if you are having a decent life in India, settled हो, ज़्यादा मच नहीं चाहिए, जीवन अच्छा चल रहा है. So I don't think there's any need to come here. But there are a certain category of students I have seen. I have got so many queries also from them that I plan to come to study here and course खत्म होते ही मैं इंडिया चला जाऊँगा. So what would you say to those students? UK education system better है इंडिया से? Because तभी वो लोग इधर आ रहे हैं और ऐसा सोच भी रहे आने का. या इंडिया में there are enough decent business schools कि भाई उधर ही masters कर लो. या exposure ज़्यादा है.
Yeah, I think the exposure. I think it's a good idea to come outside to gain some good experience of these outside India universities. So I think it's worth if you want to come here, study and go back, because you see a different culture, different study thing, and different work environment. How people are very practical in UK.
Yes.
And you can go back and apply all those. See, I mean, I know everyone knows whatever you study in your courses or in your
education
system, that in practical life that is not the same scenario.
It is very difficult.
Very different. So
very different. Yes.
So what else you want to educate yourself in the education system? The exposure, the environment, and the things that you learn outside that box. So for that reason, I think people should come out, learn, see, and then even if they go back, there are so many options, and literally now it's a digital world. So as we told in the beginning, the outsourcing part, people really need those person. Recently one of my friend, he graduated here, he went back and he get really good job, and he's very happy.
That is very good.
Yeah, so that's also part.
So it's okay if you want to just come here and have some experience and global exposure in the finance capital of the world, of course. Then you can come here, study and go back if you can afford to pay 15-20 lakh of fees plus your living expenses. Then it's a good idea to come here for a year or two and go back to India. Well, I think we will end this video now. Again, congratulations.
Thank you.
Year 2 मिल गया है and life is better now. Tension खत्म हो चुका है. I wish all of you also get sponsorship and job and you lead a decent life. जो चाहिए वो तुम्हें मिल जाए. I think that's it. We will end the video and thank you for watching till the end. And अब तो success story हो गई है इसकी, तो इसके बाद I don't know next video what we will make. But stay tuned. Travel vlogs आएंगे अभी because he has purchased a new car. Congratulations उसका भी. आज उसी की पार्टी हो रही है.
काट दो यार वो.
thank you for watching till the end and stay tuned. Lot of more videos coming soon. And और एक सक्सेस स्टोरी आ रही है वेरी सून, बस वो टाइम दे दे थोड़ा सा. तो stay tuned and good luck.